Go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Real on the Real.
Hey.
Hi,
Hi.
my name is Ijama.
I'm UC.
I'm Dior.
And everyone, we want to say cheers to Married at First Sight, Season 12, Episode number 1. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
Mhm.
Wasted calories. I only eat my calories. I don't drink it.
Okay.
Okay, ladies. And we are so super excited to talk about this first episode. It was a 3-hour episode, ladies. What did you guys think about 3 hours?
That
It was
a
a
lot.
bit good. They
Yeah.
should have prepared it.
That was a
They
lot.
should have prepared us.
The worst part was the commercials were about 5 minutes long. And I think that's why it was 3 hours. They were just
Probably.
Yes. They had to get their coins right away
right.
because the commercials was too long. But overall, I'm happy to get it over with so that I can get to the wedding, see what happens at the wedding, and see what happens at the honeymoon.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
And, I do like, for those of you that are veteran, Married at First Sight enthusiasts like Christian and I and Uchenna, I like the progression and the change and the growth of the show itself.
Yeah.
Now couples get to know each other. They can talk to all the ladies get to talk together. All the men get to talk together. It gives them somebody else other than the counselors that they can,
Interact
talk
with.
to and get advice from and see, the temperature. Am I doing too much or am I not doing enough? I love that. I love that.
One thing I really appreciate over the seasons is that they kind of change a little bit each season. Like they learn from the previous season and they change some things. So that's one thing I really appreciate about this show.
Mhm. And I'm
like that the
hoping.
production value is better. It looks like it's more like they put more time and money to the production of it. The apartments are better. The camera focus is better.
Yeah.
Everything is better. And even like the interactions with the psychiatrists, I feel, or counselors, I feel like it's better.
Right. I just hope it doesn't become a reality TV show, that it maintains its honesty on trying to get couples together and not have drama like Married at First Sight Australia.
Yeah, I like that, how they are normal people, normal relationships. No one's extra, no one's fighting, no one's arguing. It's just like a real show about relationships. That's what I really like about it. And hopefully
Me
that
too.
doesn't change. Mhm.
One thing I think I wonder if the pairing is as thoughtful as maybe it has been in the past. Because of course they need a little bit of drama. So but marriage is like a real thing. So I hope they're not intentionally pairing people that aren't ready, but we'll talk through some of the couples. I just feel like
Girl, Christian, we
You
must
want
have
us
been
to
on the
spit out
same
more?
wavelength.
Yours,
Because
you want
my
to
mom was watching it with Uchenna and I, and she was just like, I don't like some of these couples. So,
Okay,
girl, you said
guys
it.
want to get started on the couples?
Yes,
let's
let's
do
go
it.
ahead.
The
Do you want to
first-
start on the first couple?
Yeah, so the first couple was Brianna and Vincent. Brianna was an engineer, and Vincent was an auto broker, I think he said he was.
Is this a bearded guy?
Yes,
Yeah.
bald and bearded, yeah. So what were your thoughts on that couple?
I didn't think it was that bad. I think they're really different. So maybe they're going on with, I think, which they did to a lot of couples, that opposites attract, because she's so, like focused, serious, structured. She's very structured. And he seems more go by the seat of your pants, like a more adventurous than she is. So maybe they did that purposely so that they can learn, from each other while growing together. I don't know, but it did seem like she might not be that thrilled with them, but only time will tell.
I personally, Christian, you and I have talked before about couples, and you always bring me down to earth, where I am such a surface person. I think that physically they don't look very good together. I love her natural super strong woman that's confident. I love that about her. And he seems more like flamboyant. And I do like his beard. You know, I do like men with beard. And the fact that he's clean and, you know, he looks like he takes care of himself and so forth.
Really?
Um,
Flamboyant when he was trying on his suit, like he just wanted like the plain black suit and his or jacket, and his groomsmen convinced him to do the what jacquard patterned royal
Yeah.
blue. Um, so
I
I mean,
like the
But
classic.
I
I
felt
like
like
classic.
when we first met him, he was trying on those different jackets and trying to look suave and put together.
okay.
I think that's what she means by. And then at the party when he was like enthralled with that gross stripper.
Enthralled, I would say Google eyed. I was just like, can you
That
take your
stripper was
sockets
not
and put them
cute.
back in?
Yeah,
I guess he was probably
but
trying to do, let me get one last look before it comes on down. But
mhm,
if it was me, and I guess we're jumping ahead too far because we're just talking about
right.
the couples now. We do that a lot. But yeah, I'm curious to see how well they turn out, you know?
Yeah, and they didn't really say a lot about their relationship history. So, I mean, we don't really know with those with those two at least. So we don't really know like what their past
Their type
experience has
is.
been.
Right. But I will say this, Christian, and I thought that you would catch on this. I really like the fact that yes, he was handsome, he had a beard, he's an entrepreneur, so he likes to work for himself, he's goal oriented, and he wants to be successful. And he's a family man, and he wants somebody that's supportive, loyal, and willing to go through to help him build his empire. I thought that was really great attributes about him. But Uchenna, you're an engineer,
Hmm.
and I think that you can relate to her.
Right.
I
Hmm.
can see Uchenna's the way that girl was. I can see that in Uchenna. She's an engineer as well too, so I can see that
Hmm.
thinking and that logic. So it'll be interesting.
Right.
But
Right.
he's 28. How old is she?
I can't remember. I think she's in her late 20s. So I could probably.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if we're just putting money on it right now, do you think that they will make it to the end? What are your initial thoughts?
Okay, I didn't see like really any major red flags for either of them. Initially, I thought Brianna, because she was talking about like cleaning up behind people, so she seemed to be maybe like a little more uptight and maybe more of a
Hmm.
type A personality.
Mm,
He doesn't seem to be wild or anything, so I mean, it may work well together. So I think they have a chance if they're
Hmm.
both in it and at the state where they're ready. And they, like I said, they didn't really talk about their relationship history, so I couldn't really gauge whether I felt that they were ready.
Hmm.
um
But
but
do you think they'll make it?
I think they have a chance. Like I think that there's a possibility that they could.
Hmm.
okay.
I do. What do you think?
I'm on the fence. I'm looking at the dynamics, and I think that there's going to be issues because she seems controlled. Even at the parties and so forth that they were at, she was very controlled. Held her cup, sipped on her
Oh
straw,
my gosh,
sipped it.
the way she was eating her chips when they were eating, she was like, I was like, girl, if you don't eat that, and I'm like juicing right now for the most part. I was like, you need to eat those chips.
And enjoy it, like crunch, crunch.
Right.
I'd be embarrassing
Like I
myself.
said, she's really controlled. So I'm hoping that she's able to let loose some and not be so tightly wound all the time. Like
Mhm.
if you're eating your chips like that, that's my biggest worry. But then,
For me, I think I honestly don't think they're gonna make it. I think their personalities are too different. I think that he's gonna get on her nerves, and I think that she's going to be too structured and controlled for him. So I think they're gonna clash. I think they'll probably be very attracted to each other, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to build a friendship and be able to stay together and fall in love. But I think they'll be fun to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't know. I don't get a good feeling from them.
okay. Okay. Well, moving on to the second couple, Virginia and Eric. Now, Virginia is 26 and Eric is 34. I was kind of concerned about the age difference, but
Wait, what does Eric do? You got to refresh my memory.
Eric is Mr. Fly Solo. He was a pilot.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, he was a pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
not okay. I wasn't concerned about their age because it's not that big of a difference.
Right.
But I was concerned because, well, let's talk about Eric. He's Mr. Fly Solo, a pilot. He seems like he's a mama's boy, kind of.
Yeah, he loves his mama.
He loves his mom, which is nothing wrong with that because my
And
son
she looks
loves.
fantastic. She looks.
That's what I was going to say. She looks
so
great.
good.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. And he was in the Air Force Reserve. So he's a structured individual, likes order. He flies and he's gone a lot. And he was previously married.
He was previously married.
Right. And so he's been out of the marriage, I think, did he say 2 years?
3 years.
3 years. So I'm not concerned that he's out of the marriage. But I think a lot of times when people marry and then they divorce, there's a lesson learned if they're mature. They understand what happened in the marriage, what they did wrong, and where they need to improve. So the next person will get the better version, hopefully.
Yeah, you hope. That's not everyone. But he needs to have an understanding of what happened. He said that, like, you know, his career basically was taking up a lot of the time. And depending on how early, like how young he got married, I could see that being a big problem. So.
Right. And he seems like he's a nerd, but a handsome nerd.
A cool nerd. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool, handsome nerd. And he seems like he's well put together, controlled. And his house.
One thing he kept on saying is that he's conservative. He said it like 5 million times. So I don't know if he was saying that for his mom or if he really was conservative, but that'll be interesting. And then the girl, she's the exact opposite.
She's a party girl. She said she wasn't ready to settle down. And I was just like, that's exactly what you're doing. Like, I understood what she meant, but I don't think those are the right words for her to use.
Right. And then she kept on saying how she likes to go out with her friends. She likes to do this. She likes to
get drunk. She likes to get drunk.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he's not.
Drunk.
Yeah. Well, throw up in the bathroom drunk. So it'll be interesting to see how they get along. But do you think that the matchmakers did this on purpose to create drama? Or do you think that they're hoping that some of his traits will help her mature and grow and, you know.
Some of her traits may make him loosen up some and enjoy life.
How old did you say she was again?
She's 26.
Okay.
She should be over the partying era right now. She should still want to go out with her friends, but be ready to settle down. And she said she's been in a relationship for 5 years.
I just feel, yeah. And if you haven't been in a relationship in 5 years and you're 26, was that even
in college? Last relationship was in college, right?
Yeah. And so honestly, okay, this is part of where I feel like the matchmakers go wrong. I just feel like there should be some exclusion criteria. And I think people who still have a very, like, I guess, college type lifestyle, you're just not ready yet. You know, like.
Did you see how surprised her friends were when she said it? They were in disbelief. Her friends were cute.
If you haven't been in a relationship for 5 years and then you say, I'm getting married, yeah, your friends are going to be shocked for sure.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, her friends were shocked because it's unexpected. I just hope that, do you know who they remind me of? Last season.
Who?
The girl that lied a lot.
Oh, no. They reminded me, she reminded me of the girl with all the freckles and the guy who was really tall. And this was 2 seasons ago.
Oh, the basketball player guy?
No. Oh, he was horrible.
He was horrendous.
No, it was a season afterwards. She was crying because she was right before she got married, her ex told her that he wanted to get back with her because he found out that she was going on the show.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right, 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 right. Right. I
So
know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. But no, these two remind me of, because the guy is serious like the other guy was, and the girl parties and is loose and fun like the other one was too. So that's what makes me reminds me of them from last season. And I just hope that they're able to realize that they're different, which nobody's like. I wish they would tell them, hey, we know you guys are different, but we know that your opposites will help attract, and
And I
then
think
they'll be
they
willing
do
and
that.
open to listen to that.
yeah,
I think
they
they
do.
do that once they start speaking to the experts. I think they do
Hmm.
start to highlight
Hmm.
why they were paired with each
Match.
other.
Okay.
But and I think I guess I would say the one thing that I think is different. I don't think this girl is like as unstable as Christina was.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But they're going to have a house full of dogs. He has two dogs and she has one.
Well,
Mhm.
maybe
Yeah.
that's what people hustle.
And
So
she plays
prediction
with her
time.
dog a
Prediction
lot. If you
time.
saw.
Who do you think? See, Nyla doesn't like that you're talking about dogs. She's over here with
Oh, Nyla girl.
my dog.
Oh,
um. So prediction time. Who do you guys believe that they'll be together?
For me, I think it's too soon to say because yeah, I don't know because I guess I like yeah, I feel like I didn't really get a really good gauge of his personality. I mean, like
he's
he
kind
was
of bland.
really, yeah, really kind of he's kind of like a little uptight too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like he's in the military. What if he's like one of those people who needs everything structured and ordered? So okay, if we're using that, then I would say probably not.
Yeah. Yeah. My
Me.
thing is like,
Oh,
no,
go
they're
ahead,
not
Ichi.
gonna make it.
You
They're
said
not gonna
no.
make it. No.
My view is that I think that the sex on her part will be good. It'll make him be into her,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll have to improve his sex so that she can be into him.
Well,
I
remember,
think
he's
that
a pilot. I'm sure he's been getting a lot of women.
I don't know about that because he is kind of nerdy.
Yeah,
He's
but
not
nerds are cool
unattractive,
now. Women are into nerds now.
and I
And
don't think
remember at the
he's
party when they first met, and the guy, the younger guy, the other younger guy, black guy with the longer hair, he was like, "Is now a good time to tell the women on our phones that we're unavailable?" And then he made it seem like he had a lot of women that he needed to,
I
you
think he said
know,
he needed to get off his dating apps. Wasn't he the one?
yeah, yeah, that's true. So I think he is out there. Mhm.
Okay, we'll see. So I think that sex is going to tie them together because wasn't she saying that she sleeps with guys?
Oh,
What do you mean that she sleeps with guys?
Okay, never mind, never mind. I think that sex is going to help tie them together. I think that's going to help tie them together.
all right. So who's the next one?
The next one is Paige and Chris.
Okay.
Paige is 26 and Chris is 27.
Mhm.
I,
Oh,
you know what? I just want to talk about Chris's pastor friend Dwight.
Oh, he was cute.
Can you bless me? Bless me.
I'm sure he's blessing a lot of his congregation. A lot.
Because
So
I bet you that
He was
congregation is
married.
full of females.
in the front row.
Uh-huh. Yep, yep. Because I was like, can you guys switch people?
Yeah.
Pastor Dwight be on the show instead.
Yes, he's a
No,
white.
Chris, is his name Chris?
Yes, Chris.
Yeah, he's cute. He's good looking. He's handsome.
I wasn't attracted to him.
Say that again.
I said I wasn't attracted to him.
Me
I mean,
neither.
I'm not attracted to him either, but he's good looking. He's not ugly. But I bet it's not.
I thought that his choice of shoes and his wedding outfit was just a no-go in every sense and word of the style. I don't need somebody prancing down the aisle in satin pants. I don't know.
I don't think I paid attention to what he
I did, because when I saw those pants, I was like, and they gotta be tight and high waters.
That's the style, though.
I know
It's
it's a
fashion.
European style. I
It
know
is
it's
a
a European
European
style,
style
but
that everyone is wearing now.
I don't
Everyone
mind
is.
that style, but not satin pants.
Well, it's a wedding. Like that's the only time he's gonna be able to wear satin and get away with it. So he was like, "Let me put on these satin pants." So
I've been like,
it's
take them off.
he's totally fashion forward. He's into being GQ, so or being
He's being
fresh.
into extra, not GQ, extra.
I think it's okay. It didn't bother me. I mean, I would not want my husband walking down the aisle looking like that, but it wasn't like a put off to me.
Mm.
But his shoes was a bit much.
Yeah, but you know what? I have to say that he was really spiritual, and the fact that he had his pastor with him all the time, it seems like a lot. All his friends were great looking people.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he had his
Yeah.
pastor friends with
I
him.
still think he's gonna be a problem. I still think he's gonna be a problem. He
I
just
think he's
The
gonna be
pastor?
fun. I think he's gonna be fun and drama filled.
yeah,
Why?
just even his questions and comments when the guys met up, like for him to tell the guy that he was like basically over the hill, and like you could think that, but
But
it just
it was a compliment. Like I thought it was kind of like a compliment. You didn't think so?
no. If
No,
someone
it
tells
was. How
you,
did he
oh,
put it?
you're a little old, you're a little late in the game, that's gonna be a compliment to you.
What? Say that again. What did he
If
say?
someone told you like, oh, you're a little late in the game, when y'all
Oh,
all
no,
there
no,
getting
no
married, you
compliment.
probably already feel like the oldest person. Like that's not a compliment.
He had said something else at the beginning that was a little bit of a dig, but still a compliment. I can't remember. I can't remember, but yeah. But he asked some good questions. And one of the questions got him to talk about his past relationship, how he
But he was
just,
engaged recently.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay. So that's my other thing. I don't feel like that. That's my second exclusion criteria, or maybe that's my first exclusion criteria. Did you recently get out of a relationship? He got into that relationship really quickly. He got engaged really quickly.
and then he got out of the relationship really quickly.
Yeah, and I
I
think
think it
he's
was
going to
like
be the
5
person
months.
whose ex ends up pregnant. Like I think that's the one that's going to have an ex pregnant.
Yeah, because his girlfriend, not the girlfriend, but the wife to be, the 26-year-old Paige, she's a real estate person, real estate broker,
Agent and an
and she's a homeowner, which is good because she wants somebody that's like her, entrepreneur, work
And
hard.
that's how he is. He's a hard worker, and he's
he's
making
a
money.
financial management or something.
Yeah, and she wants 2 to 3 kids. She knows exactly what she wants.
He wants up to 7. He said 5 or
Yeah,
7.
he said 7 would be the max. And she's God fearing. She said she needs someone who's religious and God fearing. So I think
I
they're
definitely on paper they both check like all the boxes,
right,
but
and I think even their personalities. He's young and cool. She's young and cool. So I
yeah,
think, and she has a big booty, which of course he's gonna love. He's gonna love that, and so I think that they're gonna get along because she's also a freaking bed. I mean,
You know what? I wanted to tell her, you need to call Ifer Design Hair Extensions and get you a good wig.
yes,
girl, those wigs were
Because that was horrendous. That's some Alibaba, AliExpress stuff she had on her head. If I'm going to be on TV, on a TV show where millions of people watch, you best believe it will be if I have to take out a loan, it'll be a custom made wig.
If ain't no one telling you that your wig is busted, how you gonna know?
right.
But wait, look at the people who she was talking to. Like it looked like her mom and someone else. Their hairs were also really bad.
Yeah.
So they probably think her hair is the bomb.
Whew. And she must not be paying attention to social media, or she's thinking my hair looks like it looks like. No. But I thought what I liked about her was she was very straightforward about who she is and what she wants. And she was just like, I'm going to be sleeping with him. So we need to go get tested and we need to go together. And she was, I carry my papers with me, but we still need to go get tested.
That was a little shocking.
Yeah. But I like the fact that she said we need to go get tested. It's her husband. She's not going
She wanted to get tested because she doesn't like wearing condoms.
Yeah.
So in order to keep it safe, she was like, let's go get tested.
Hmm.
Yeah, I at least she's being straightforward about being disease free. I think
Yeah,
that's great.
no, it is.
Yeah,
And
And
I think a lot of women still have a hard time asking a guy to go get tested.
I
You know,
really
so
hope that as part of this show, they have everyone get tested. I hope. Like I've thought about that in past seasons. I just really hope that's like one of the admission requirements. There's
I would think so. Maybe, maybe not. That's a
that
good
would
question.
be
because
that
you
would
don't get
be
a chance. Like I'm, yeah, no, that has to be a requirement because you're marrying this person and you don't have the opportunity to make the decision whether or not you want to be with someone that has an STD. You know, like they can have
Yeah,
like something that's permanent that they can't get rid of.
right,
And
right.
it's
You're
not
right.
fair for you for someone else to make that decision for you or for you not to even know before you get married. So I hope that that is
Yeah,
something
they
that
probably
I
did
don't
because
think they I have
they'd
a
be
feeling that they don't.
liable. No, they would be liable if someone, I think, if someone had AIDS and passed it to
Then she
their
said
partner.
we have to go get tested. If the show did that already, she wouldn't say they need to go get tested before they have sex.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
Because
just
no.
she said that she's going to take him to go get tested and they'll go tested together.
Lifetime. If you guys are not getting these couples tested, please make that a requirement for season
For real
13.
on the real, go get your people tested.
Yeah.
Right, right.
But
That's
when she said, it cracked me up. When she said, I was talking to my friend and she asked me if I was gonna toss a salad or no, eat his butt or something like that. I, you didn't hear that?
Yeah.
no.
And we were listening, we were watching with her mom, and luckily, but my mom didn't say anything, which shocked me. I cracked
Mom,
up
my mom
laughing.
told me mom didn't know what she was talking about.
But who says that to some people who you just met? That
Random
was
people. Yeah, that was funny. The one girl was like, yeah, she really surprised me. Oh
Like you're a
goodness.
yuck mouth.
Yeah, I think like they both expressed like sex being like important to them. So I think they'll at least be able to collaborate on that.
right.
I just
Remember when she was talking about all the sexy outfits, lingerie stuff she was
Yes, right.
getting?
I got a garter.
And I got the suspenders. I
Right,
was like,
right.
suspenders?
No, suspenders on your garter, like
Oh,
down here.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
So
I
okay,
agree.
decision
She's a
time.
wild one.
Decision
Do you
time.
think that she'll be crazy on camera?
I hope not.
Or do you think that they won't care? You know how like some people feel embarrassed in front of the camera, they kiss or show emotions in front
Oh
of the
yeah, I don't
camera.
think they'll care. Oh, I thought you meant crazy, like being angry, crazy.
No, like not caring about the
Sexual?
cameras there.
Yeah, I think they'll kiss without not caring with the cameras there.
yeah, I think so. They seem like they would.
Mhm. All right,
Okay.
decision time, prediction
Yes, I
time.
think they'll be together.
I don't think so. I don't think he's ready. I think
Yeah.
they. I think. Remember 2 seasons ago, the one in Charlotte with Amber and Matt, the real tall guy, and they,
Yeah.
they like were attracted to each other physically. I feel like it would be some of that.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say he's gonna be wild like Matt was and sleeping with her friends and stuff, but I just don't think he's ready. I don't think he knows what he wants. I think that he feels like he has a checklist and that's the next step that he needs to do to be like a man is to get married. But I don't think he's like actually ready for it. I just feel like
Mm.
that he thinks that
That's a good point.
But
But
what makes
I
you think he's not ready?
he well one the whole sequence of his last relationship. And honestly, we don't know if he got engaged after a month, like he initially said, or after a few months, like he backtracked and said. So, I mean,
Uh,
but he was in the relationship in less than a year and got engaged, and then in the engagement because they didn't. What did he say? He said the way I like to explain it, which I'm like, what do you mean the way you like to explain it? How was it? But he said that the way he liked to explain it is that they didn't agree on what how a relationship should work. And I'm just like,
mhm.
well, don't you decide
I
that before you even get engaged?
I think it lasted maybe 5 to 6 months. That's it, the whole relationship.
Yeah.
But for me, it's, given the fact that
And it was the second time he was engaged.
oh, is that what he said?
Is that
Yeah,
what he said?
yeah, he had 2 engagements.
Wow. The pilot guy said, remember the pilot guy said, because of that, I don't think he's ready. Remember?
Definitely.
Right, right. But you also don't know how serious he was about that, engagement. It could have been like something spur of the moment where he wasn't that invested. How can you be that invested in someone in 5 months where you're gonna
A
be
lot of
crying?
people are. Some people,
That invested in someone you don't know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it'll work out.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think he
but
was.
there are people that fall in love quickly, get
But then
married, and spend a
it's not
lifetime
real
together.
love. It's not real love.
How
It's
do you
not.
know? They might have just,
Because if it lasts 5 months, it's not real love.
no, I'm
It's not.
talking about there are people that meet somebody,
Oh, right,
fall
right,
in
right. But
love,
they
and then
broke
marry
up.
right away
Yeah, but
and
they
stay
broke up.
together.
They broke up. That's what I'm saying. No, I agree. There's people who meet and with a month, they know that this is a person for them to be with it forever. But they broke up after 5 months, so it wasn't true love. So,
It was
but
probably lust.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, the
Do I
next
think that
couple.
they're
She
gonna?
didn't say what her prediction is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do I think that they're gonna stay together? You brought up some good points, Dior. So I was gonna say yes,
I'm still
but
saying yes. I'm still saying yes.
I am on the fence. I think that they're gonna have a lot of passion, but will it have longevity? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Also, yeah.
And you know what? That means that you guys have doubted the counselors. Pastor Calvin's gonna be mad at y'all. Pastor Calvin, I'm telling you right now, I believe in this couple. At least one of your couples, I feel, will be able to do it. You guys aren't trusting Pastor Calvin.
Listen, they've been wrong the majority of the time, so no, I'm not trusting them. Like, so
Not last season. Last season, three of them stayed together.
Yeah.
right, but that's the most out of one season I've ever seen. Usually, it's one,
Yeah. And
maybe
it was
two.
probably mostly because of COVID, like
Right,
having that extra time.
extra month, right?
Mhm.
Or extra 2 months. They were together for 16 weeks when usually it's only 8. So there was
Extra
double the
month where you couldn't do nothing but look at each other.
and either love or hate each other.
Mhm.
Okay, let's move on. What's the next?
Okay,
couple?
the next couple is Haley. She's 28, and Jacob. He's 38. This one was
First of all,
kind
she
of,
looked a lot older than 28. I thought she was in
yeah,
her 30s. I thought she was like the same age as him.
yeah. I was concerned because of the
And she
age
needs
difference.
clip-ins.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Definitely, definitely. I was, and she can call. We love Eye for Design hair. I was concerned because he's a mature 38-year-old man. He didn't try to cover his grades or anything like that. I feel and like he's like settled, he's mature. I looked at his house, it was nice and clean and well put together. And I don't know if Haley is.
I don't even know anything about her. Like,
I don't
You know
either.
that she's been a bridesmaid
This is
14
always
times.
a bridesmaid.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. She's a dud. She
I
doesn't
don't
have any
know.
personality.
Yeah. I don't even know what she does as a career
Yeah.
or if she
Do
has
you know
one.
what she does, IJ?
No.
Hmm.
I just know she's been a bridesmaid 14 times. She wants to get married. She can't find a relationship and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. And then Jacob, he's a fun guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this will be interesting. I don't really have that much to say about them because I really don't think it'll feel about them.
Yeah, I
But he
know.
seems older, not like you said, he's mature. He seems older than 38. And who were those people that were with him? They looked Amish. That one lady with the long orangish blonde hair. If
Mm.
those are his friends, it's like a different crowd from what she hangs out with. He's more modern. He's like, I don't know. But he seemed nice. He did seem nice.
Yeah, he seemed nice. He seemed nice. I think was he married before?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so since we don't have much to say about the prediction time,
I don't care.
okay, I'll go first. I think that they're gonna stay together because they're both like even keeled, a little bit on the boring normal side. So I
Mhm.
think I think they'll have a good normal relationship, and hopefully fall in love.
Yeah, I'm going with that too right now
Yeah.
because I don't know really anything about them, and
Mhm.
yeah, I think they're just kind of yeah. I,
Right.
I'm gonna go with yeah. They have
Mhm.
the potential.
Okay. Then
What's your prediction?
the last couple.
Your prediction, IJ. Oh, you said you don't
I
care.
I don't care. Then Uchenna and Dior, the last couple, which is the scariest couple to me.
And the first mixed race couple.
Yes.
Right. But is it really mixed race?
Yeah,
Yes.
Is it really?
both his parents are black.
Well, I don't know if the other parent was black. I think he was Indian or Native American or Hispanic. He wasn't white though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
I looked. I was trying to look in the back because his dad was in the back. I think
Okay.
he was like he was a browner skin, so I think maybe he may have been Indian or Native American.
mhm. I am scared because Clara is her name. She's 27. She's a flight attendant, and she seems fun loving and full of life. I love
Right.
that picture of her in the overhead
Yeah,
bin.
luggage compartment. That was so
Yeah,
cute.
that's so cute. And then Ryan is 29, works out 2.5 hours a day,
He
but
has a
doesn't
great
really lift
job.
it.
He's in
He's like
software,
technical
right?
support or something like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. He has a
And
great job.
so, even though he's mixed, he doesn't look mixed. He had some straight hair,
Mm.
That's
and
what I wondered about that hair. Like,
Was it perm, do you think?
I think so.
oh,
And
you did?
one thing I really didn't like about it was those comb lines in it. Like I could see the little lines from a comb,
Yeah.
like one of those combs that you got on picture day. It was just like he like, ugh,
Those little black coats.
yeah. It just looked like the teeth were really like I could see the little comb lines, and it was just
Right.
like
I think
freaking
he
guy.
does that because he's losing his hair.
I don't think he's losing his hair,
No,
Jenna.
he has a big receding hairline.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
so. I'm gonna have to look closer next week.
Mhm.
I'm concerned because she's a lily white girl.
But I think that's what he dates, though. I think he made that
Yeah.
clear.
Okay, it
And
might
I
be
think
what he dates, but it might
brothers.
not be what she dates.
No, there's no way that they would pair up if she hadn't dated a black
Yeah, and
person.
she did say that she wanted him to be racially ambiguous. Didn't she say that?
Oh, is that what she said?
Yeah, like when they were when she was getting ready for the wedding and they were like asking her what did she like envision her husband. She said that she wanted him to be like racially ambiguous. She didn't want
What
him
does
to
that mean?
Means
places.
you can't tell what race they are.
Yeah, she didn't want.
Mhm.
Yeah, she didn't want to be able to tell what race he was. Like she didn't want him
That's
to be
odd.
racially.
Whose criteria is that? I've never heard that
It was
before.
really weird. I thought it was weird because they matched her up with a black guy. So I thought it was weird for her to
It
say
is kind of racially ambiguous. At first, it's like, is he black? What is he?
Hispanic?
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is he?
Italian. Yeah.
I didn't think Italian. I thought, is he Hispanic? Is he Indian
Is
from
he Middle
India?
Eastern?
Is he Persian?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, but he works out 2.5 hours a day. You have to be really disciplined to work out 2.5 hours a day. And I guess he's addicted to working out too,
Yeah.
Right. For
because at that
now.
point,
Yeah.
he's
And he
addicted.
is little. He's tiny.
She
I was so surprised how little he is.
I remember you were like, how small is he?
I
But then she's
know.
small too.
Yeah, she was smaller than him.
And you know she's wearing heels probably.
Yeah.
No, I don't think she was because her
Oh,
mom
that's why she was
said
wearing
she wanted
flats.
me to go get you some heels. Yeah.
Right.
Um, so these two, I worry about them. Out of all the couples, I worry about them the most.
Well, let's see how they are in the honeymoon. How she reacts when she first sees them, because remember they had their those blinds on,
Hmm.
those eye
And
blinds.
I liked her at first, but when they were getting ready for the wedding, I don't know, she just seemed really
Well, she
bratty.
was having a diva
Yeah,
moment,
yeah.
Well, and
But
we
her hair
know
was
too,
busted.
Christian,
Her
I'm
hair was
shocked at
bad.
you. I'm shocked. I'm disappointed, Christian,
Why?
because you're usually the one that's empathetic and so like thinking about the other.
I
You're
don't know
getting
much
ready to
about
marry
her yet.
somebody for
All
the
I
first
see was
time.
that she was being bratty, and I mean,
Well, her,
I
I
get
don't
that
blame
you're
her. Her
nervous.
hair was bad. Her hair was bad. I don't know what that was. And then her
I think
dress
her
was
hair was
short.
bad. Period. Like the way the color her hair is dyed. Like I mean, it's just bad.
Yeah, that's true. No one dyes their hair like that anymore. All one color. No one does that anymore. Mm-mm.
Poor thing. Well,
Okay,
I
let's
but
predict. Let's predict.
I don't think they're. Wait, I did be truthful. I think that he has a fun personality and she does too. They're both even keeled. I think that they're going to be together. I think that being raised, that since she travels so much, she sees things and is around different types of people. I think that they're going to stay together. Hey, do
I
you
would
guys
have
like
to
my
agree.
earrings?
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
cute.
Yeah. Can you see them? I like them too.
Mhm.
very cute.
I agree. I think they're gonna be together. I mean, at first you would say no, no way, but I think they might. He seems a little bit on the quiet side, a little bit like uncomfortable with himself. Um,
You think because he's
but
short?
I don't know what it is, but he seems a little like not fully comfortable in his own skin. So maybe she'll help bring that out a little bit. He seems
Okay.
quiet to me.
His brother. So his brother was his best man, but
Oh,
his
I didn't
brother
know.
when he
I
was
didn't look at
in
him.
the huh.
I didn't look at his brother.
His brother has curlier hair.
Oh,
So is
And
okay.
that why you think he straightens his hair?
I don't know. I think his brother was a little taller too, but when he was in the room with what's his name, Ryan's friends, because all his friends were white. His brother was just kind of like he wasn't here for it. He was like rolling his eyes and
Oh, really?
but that couple, they kind of remind me of also the Charlotte season, Elizabeth, and she had red hair, and
Oh, oh, really? She reminds you of Elizabeth?
that couple does because he was kind of more like calm, laid back, and she was a little more
Mm-hmm.
high high sprung or high I don't know.
High strung?
Huh?
High strung?
Yeah, high strung, yes. She was a little more high strung. So I kind of see that dynamic. They worked out. So I
Oh,
think
let's
there's
be
potential.
together. Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
okay.
So,
So in the final review of the show, I just want to say that the bachelor party, I loved it when was it Eric? No, it was Chris. Chris came out with the blow up doll.
yeah, that was funny.
I thought that was
And
funny.
then he had the blow up. One of his friends had the blow up doll doing this.
I thought that was really funny, but a lot of the guys were like off, like, what is he doing with that? I
Yeah.
mean, to
But
me,
I
it
think
was.
you know what? I think he probably rubbed them the wrong way already. So like once your first impression of someone kind of determines how you see them throughout
Mhm.
the rest of the um
Oh, so you feel like he already rubbed them the wrong way from their first meeting, and
I think so. Because wasn't it Vincent who said that I think he said that Chris was did he say strange or he said something about him. He wasn't he said something, I can't remember what he said, but he basically said he didn't think he was like a good guy.
Oh, really? I
oh,
think Chris is a good guy.
You said what?
I said I think Chris is a good guy. I didn't get that like he was a bad guy. I think he's a little like look at me, center of attention type of person.
Hmm.
But I didn't see him as a bad guy at all.
you know, sometimes when you run your mouth, and you just say what you feel without thinking about the consequences, people make preconceived conceptions about you. And that's what's going on with them. But you know what? Chris isn't married. He's not marrying them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So it don't really matter.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
That
and
was
I
another
know
too.
Vincent wasn't saying anything. Vincent should not have been saying anything
That
because
was
he was over there.
about
Somebody needed
I
to go
know.
there
Googling that
and poke his
lady.
eyes.
that
I was
was
just like,
about Chris though, because Chris made a comment about one of the
Yeah.
other guys and said something about him being competition. And I was like, what are you
Who
competing
said
with?
that? I missed that.
Chris, it was like the first meeting, I believe. And I can't, it was one of the white guys that he was talking about. Maybe the pilot. And
but
he
what's
was,
the competition?
I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
no, he was just saying because he's a pilot and all the girls love pilots that I think he was just joking because girls love pilots because he made that really funny joke about are you gonna take your hat to the honeymoon,
No,
put it up.
Chris didn't say that. That was Jacob that said that.
Oh,
I thought that
but
was
did you
odd.
notice that during all those interactions that the little guy didn't say anything? Did he even say a word?
Yeah, I think he's not. Yeah, he might be a little shy.
Yeah. What's his
Mm.
name? I don't want to call him little guy.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah, I mean it's the first episode. We'll get to know him better. Hopefully.
Yeah.
At least you're being nice about it, Uchenna. So I think in the end that Vincent's behavior at the shop at the what do you call it bachelor
Bachelor
party
party.
is going to come back to bite him in the ass.
Well, I also think that the young girl's behavior at the bachelorette party is gonna bite her in the
He
ass.
was
The one who
throwing
was
up in the
drunk.
bathroom.
The one who was 24 years old or 26 years old.
Virginia.
Yeah, who's gonna get married to the
Virginia.
pilot.
The party girl.
Okay, the party girl.
Yeah, I
I
think
was
that's
like, how much did you drink? How much? She's a drinker, so
And
she's used to binge drinking. So
but
she must have drank a ton.
but she might be used to getting sick all the time because some of those girls, like some people just can't handle their liquor, but they keep doing it. And even when she was doing her little interview, she was clearly like slurring, and I was just
Yeah,
like,
and her makeup was all over her face. It was so bad.
it was bad. Yeah.
She probably meant to behave, but probably started drinking and couldn't stop.
Right. And then
Did
she's
she
like,
say she was
that's a big,
alcoholic?
she's like, that's a big shot.
And nobody went to go check on her, see how she was doing or anything.
She sure did. Then she was just in the bathroom. I was like, wow. But I did want to say something about the women.
Mm-hmm.
During, and Christian, hopefully you caught this. I don't think that you were watching at that time,
Oh, okay.
but the Black girls were talking about how the women were all talking about how they wanted a dominant man.
Yes, yeah.
And
you know what's so funny? The this past season, I don't know anybody's names ever, but this past season, the girl with the curly hair, who Amani, no, not Amani, the other girl with the curly hair.
Karen.
Karen said the same thing, that she wanted a guy who would take control so that she could be a little bit submissive. But she's an alpha female, just like these other two Black girls are alpha females.
yeah,
So,
you know what? We're all, if people don't know, we're all alpha females here.
Mhm.
And we're all alpha females. Christian can tell you, her and I used to butt heads at work. Because I'd be trying to say, all right, Christian, I'm going to do, Christian would be like, oh. And then I would have to apologize, and so forth. But alpha females, and I myself always knew I needed an alpha male because I wanted somebody that aspired more than had bigger aspirations than I did, who wanted to build a world together and who was strong and who I felt protected by. If somebody comes to harm me, say something bad about me or anything like that, I want my man there to just jump up in front and be like, what?
Mhm.
That's, if something breaks down, I want him to think about what needs to be done to fix it, financially stable and financially always looking for the best thing and have the best ideas. And but I was blessed, I did get that.
Mhm.
But I didn't want somebody where I had to always make all the decisions. I had to always be the strong person. And I think for a lot of African American women, we have to be strong because the world expects us to be strong.
Well, and also like a lot of it is left on our shoulders, so we have to be strong. Like Dan, is like Keith, but I don't want someone to dominate over me. So, and he doesn't
It's
want
not
someone.
dominating over you. It's
Mhm.
you can be like, I feel like the man in the household controls the temperature of the household.
I don't believe that. I think we
In
both
my
control.
household, my husband does control the temperature of the household.
Mm-mm.
So, but if I get upset and angry, it messes up the temperature in the household. So I guess it's a two-way street.
Yeah,
Everybody
we
does.
both control the temperature,
Yeah,
and
I guess we both control.
we both see each other as equals. Like, I can't have someone who thinks that they can dominate over me, and he doesn't want someone who thinks that they can dominate over, him. But at certain points, it kind of shifts. You give and you take, and
Right.
that's how our relationship
Yeah.
is.
I know in our relationship, when it comes to finances,
Yeah,
my
he
husband's
handles it
more.
because I will never pay a bill. I
so
so he has to.
so my husband, he watches our finances, he makes financial decisions, but before he makes a big financial decision, he always comes and we talk about it.
Yeah.
When it comes to like the kids and stuff, I always took forefront in taking care of the kids, grocery shopping, feeding them, shopping, school stuff, their education, their learning. And then, but you know what? The funny thing is, things shifted as our kids grew.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Things shifted. I don't
Right.
cook. My husband cooks now. I don't grocery shop. I can send him a text and say, like today, I say, Keith, can you give me a bag of gummy bears?
Mary
Not
did.
supposed to be eating gummy bears.
I know. And he's just like, yeah, 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 no problem. Came back, you see, with
12 million pounds.
yes, two of them. I was just like, I need to send you see one of these. And it is the good gummy bears too, girl. It's the
Yeah. You
little
know who has really good gummy bears? Target. Target brand gummy bears are good.
Oh, really?
They're hard. They're not soft and gooey. They're hard and they're flavorful. Like each one has a different flavor.
like that one brand. What's that brand with the little? It's like a gold package.
Scarborough. Yes, I love
Yes,
Yeah, but
it.
Harborough.
they're better than those and
Oh,
Really?
really?
much cheaper. Yeah, I like
Uh,
them better. Yeah.
so and then like he'll do laundry and stuff and so forth. So I understood what the black women were saying.
Hmm.
But the funny thing, what did the Caucasian women say?
That
That's
they're
what they're used to.
what did they say?
That's what they're used to. They're
The
used to
white women
having they're used to having a dominant male. That's what that to them it was
are
like an
obvious.
expected,
Right.
where we're just like, oh, please let him be strong.
Let them have a job. That's what it is.
Yeah, so yeah.
So I think this will be an interesting season. There's a lot of different personalities, so it'll be good
I'm
to see
really
who
excited.
meshes, who stays together. Like last season, it was surprising that pretty early on, a couple broke up. So that was surprising, you
It was
know.
surprising that the one girl didn't want to have sex with her husband, and
Yeah,
he stayed with her through that
he
whole
did,
entire thing.
and then they stayed together afterwards, right?
Yes.
Right.
And she even for a minute thought that he was gay because he said, "Hey, sis." Remember that? She's like, "That's what my girlfriends say to me."
Yeah.
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 He was trying to build a relationship, trying not to be too overpowering.
Hmm.
Plus she knew of him before they got
That's what I was
married.
gonna say. I think that probably had something to do with it.
Right,
Like she
because
had
she saw
already
his
gone through his
Instagram.
social media, so she already had like an idea of him. And
Hmm.
I think it's part
Which
of
was
it.
probably wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was
Yeah.
good, ladies.
Yeah. So we will see you guys. And Christian, what do you want to tell them, Dior?
Please don't please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below.
All right,
Okay.
ladies. We will
Bye.
see you
Bye.
soon. Bye.